Good morning! Tomorrow's February 1st, which means Valentine's Day is just around the corner. So I thought I would teach you a beautiful mindfulness meditation technique that you can do with your partner to clear the space between you and your partner and create a stronger bond and connection, and just vamp up the love between you and your partner. Or you can do this with anybody, any loved one or any person that you want to make a connection with. Or even if you just want to clear the space, because it helps to keep the space clear between you and your partner particularly, or you and this other person. Sometimes I will use it before I'm going into a mediation or I need to negotiate something with somebody, just to keep that pathway clear and to keep the focus on having us both come out with a productive outcome. So it can be used in many different ways and avenues. And I came across this about a year and a half or 2 years ago. A friend, Shirley, thank you, darling, for teaching me this little method. And I've used it throughout the last year and a half. And I found that after having taught meditation and yoga for 15 years, it's one of the simplest, most profoundly impactful forms of mindfulness or meditation that you can use. So quick, simple, free. You don't have to get your partner chocolates to fatten them up for Valentine's Day, and you can strengthen the bond between the two of you. I came across this, I remember it every once in a while, and I remembered it a couple weeks ago when I was doing a yab-yum with my partner, and that's a tantric practice of meditation where you connect your chakras with your partner. In traditional tantra practice, a yab-yum, you would be literally sitting on your root chakra, would be sitting on your partner's, and your heart would be, you would be face to face, heart to heart. They're cross-legged, you sit on top of them, wrap your legs around. Or you can just do it in a traditional meditation style where you sit cross-legged and face your partner and do it. Or you can even just do it standing up in the kitchen, give your partner a hug, make some meaningful eye contact, and do it together and just say it to each other out loud. But if you don't want to say it out loud, or you think your partner might not be receptive, or you just are going to do it to somebody who's not in the room or not in the house, you can always do it on your own. And you can do it silently or you can do it out loud. And it doesn't matter which order you do it in. You just need to say 4 things, and it's that simple. And this is called Ho Oponopono. That's Ho Oponopono, and you can tell by the pronunciation that it's Hawaiian. The lineage comes from Hawaii, and it was used by families to reconcile family issues or concerns or problems. They use it actually in the justice court system over there for juveniles who get in trouble, to use as an alternative method to allow the family to heal themselves and to resolve problems on their own without bringing the system into play. And they get to choose a trusted shaman or family member or somebody to help them with a ritual or practice. And it brings them together and strengthens the bond and clears out any kind of familial problems. It was also used by a therapist in a mental health hospital. And as you know, state-run mental health facilities are some of the darkest places in the world. And this happened to be a very violent one. A therapist just sat in his office and went through the files and did this little practice with them. And voila, profound impacts on the staff. They were able to get the patients off medications. They were able to unrestrain them, and the relationship and rapport between the staff and the patients also increased. So it was an amazing thing all the way around. That is legit. I did look that up. Anyway, so Ho Oponopono. Here it is. Very simple. I love you. I'm sorry. Forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. And you don't have to say it in that order, and you can elaborate on it, or you don't have to. You can keep it simple. Just I love you, I'm sorry, forgive me, thank you. When I did it with my partner the other day, different things come out, and you can elaborate on it. I love you so much. Thank you for being in my life. I'm so sorry I allowed our connection to be strained. Please forgive me for putting work ahead of this relationship for the last little bit. And thank you for sticking with me through all these years. It can be anything, and you don't have to elaborate, or you can. And you can say it, you can do it silently with each other, and you could each do it silently on your own, or you could say it out loud if you want to. and simple, very profound impact, and it's free for Valentine's, so you don't have to go out and buy a silly Hallmark card. So, love you. Namaste.